Hello, we are Team 2, Project Green. For our civic engagement project, we worked alongside Bradley Broderick, who is the watershed forester and land manager for the town of Amherst.
Our job was to clear a large field of the invasive species that have occupied the area in order to prevent them from spreading into the watershed area close by. Watershed areas are important because they end up draining into a larger body of water, and if they are altered in any way, it can have negative effects on those larger areas.
It is important for us to get rid of these invasive plants because these are plants that threaten to disrupt the local ecosystem by encroaching and overtaking native plants, which are used by the wildlife for food and nesting.
As they are more resilient than the existing indigenous plants, they cannot be eliminated by natural means such as predators and disease. The main reason for concern regarding these invasive species is that they negatively impact the environment by using up necessary resources such as water and nutrients, which in turn reduces the forest's health and productivity.
One of the biggest concerns for fighting invasive plants is their effect on watershed areas. Physical and biological disruptions of watershed systems caused by invasive species alter water quantity and water quality. These effects have been estimated at $138 billion a year.
The invasive species we removed were multiflora rose, bittersweet, and Japanese barberry. These species rank in the top for most invasive for this region. Multiflora rose was the most prominent in the area we were clearing. The risk of keeping this species in the area allows for it to absorb large amounts of the nutrients and water in the area due to its earlier activation compared to local plants found in the area.
Bittersweet and honey locusts work as a team to change the environment they are in. Bittersweet is a vine that grows up the tree and eventually will reach the canopy and start to absorb all the sunlight for itself. The tree will eventually die, and the vines will be able to spread to the next tree. Honey locusts in this area will be the first trees to replace the native ones. Honey locust thorns prevent animals from feeding on them, which eventually negatively impact the local ecosystem.
Our hopes for this project are to return this area to a normally mowed field so that these invasive species will not be able to grow anymore in this area and to prevent them from spreading further.
So this is multiflora rose, and this is one of the major invasive species in the area. This area here used to be filled with trees and bushes, but ever since multiflora rose came in, it just started spreading everywhere, taking all the water in the area, and that just took away all the nutrients and soil that the trees needed to grow, and now it's just covered everywhere. So what we did in this area is we took out as much as we could in the area to allow for more localized plants to grow.